Hey guys, Anthony here from BarbellScholar.com, taking you back with another video. In today's video we're going to cover 3 amazingly simple exercises to improve your grip strength using only your body weight. But first, before we begin, make sure to click the subscribe button and to click the bell for more notifications for any future videos and updates we might have. Okay, with that said, let's begin. So when doing grip training, why would we want to use just body weight only exercises? Well, the reason is simple. See, if we're doing a lot of heavy strength training and we're lifting heavy weight constantly, that's putting a lot of weight on our spinal column. It's called spinal loading, to be precise. Having too much load placed on the spine causes extreme compression in the vertebrae. It actually smushes them down and makes the spine shrink in size. So people, if they do a lot of spinal loading, usually have to do a lot of back decompression as well. I wrote a really good article on that. I'll post it in the link in the description. So we want to try to minimize the load on the spine as much as possible, and we want to try to help that decompression. One of the ways we can do that is by just using body weight only grip training. So one of the easiest ways to do body weight only grip training is to use a pull-up bar. And most of the time when you see people doing grip training, they're just doing this. They're hanging from the bar. We're going to take it up a notch, and we're going to try to modify things a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is I just want you to hang from the bar with one hand. So grab here in the middle. Now for me, I have these little poles on the side. So these poles will help me to stabilize myself if I start swinging, but I should be pretty good. So the one arm hang, all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze onto the bar as hard as I can, and I'm going to try to hold it for at least 20, maybe 30 seconds. So again, I just hold on tight and then hang. Simple as this. I'm just hanging, nothing's going on. One of the mistakes you'll see people make is when they hang, their body kind of twists like this. So that's not good. You want to make sure your body's facing straight. When the body starts twisting like that, it means that the person is losing grip and stability in their shoulders and in their lats. So if somebody starts swinging all over the place, that means they have a weakness where they don't know how to stabilize their shoulder using their lats and their trapezius muscles. So that's definitely a weakness to work on. And again, I would switch and then I would just repeat and do the same thing on the other arm for another 20 to 30 seconds. Exercise number 2. I call this the invisible monkey bars. Since all I have over here is just one pull-up bar, all I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on the bar like this with both hands. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one hand off and then grab and release. Just like this. And I just repeat this for as many reps as I can possibly do. Usually these are high reps, so I would set a timer and I would do as many as I can for, say, 30 to 60 seconds, just repping them out one after the other. So another thing I like about the invisible monkey bars, they help expose hidden weaknesses we have. They're also really fun, that's another benefit, but the main benefit is they help expose these little weaknesses. Like I said before when we were doing the one-arm grip hangs, if I hang from the bar and I start swinging uncontrollably all over the place, that means I have a weakness in my lats and in my shoulders. Likewise, if I'm doing the same thing here, and all of a sudden I'm doing these, and I'm having a hard time, or I can feel my shoulder either pop or start cracking, then that's when you know you have either a grip weakness, or you also have a shoulder instability issue. And for our third and final exercise, we're going to use odd objects. These can be anything from using pinch blocks to using little grandfather clock handles. In this case, I have little cannonball grips. So these are really good because they force you to work on strengthening your fingertip muscles. You'll see things like this used by a lot of rock climbers and gymnasts, and any sport really where it requires you to have really strong grip strength. Even wrestlers and martial artists use these as well. So all you're going to do, it's really simple. You find an attachment to put them onto, in this case the pull-up bar. I clip them on with carabiners, and then all I do from here is I just grab on to the object. In the case of grabbing the cannonballs, what you want to do is you want to put the middle of your hands right here in the V. You want to wrap them around the attachment like this. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze as tightly as I can, and I'm just going to hold. Now this bar is really low to the ground, so I have to really work on keeping my feet in front of me or behind me. So again, watch. I just hang on, and then I pick my feet up off the ground. And now from here I can do a couple things. I can either just hang, or I can do pull-ups. And I can just hang. I can put my legs in front of me, There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. Again, using odd objects is really a benefit because it's going to help strengthen the little muscles in your hands and in your fingers and in your wrists that you really can't see or hit with most other grip exercises. So typically when we're doing odd objects, when we're gripping things like this, we want to hold on for as long as possible. Some trains of thought say at least 30 seconds. I say at least a minute. I say once you can hold a different odd object for at least a minute, it's time to move on to a harder one. So from the cannonballs here, the next step, if you can hold them for a minute, is to move on to the pinch blocks. Now, I unfortunately don't have a pair of pinch blocks at the moment. I'm going to order some so I can get them in and show you guys how to use them. But that's normally how we progress. So hold for at least 1 minute. Alright guys, and that just about wraps things up. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, be sure to click the like button and remember to subscribe for more content and click the bell for more notifications. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.